How much did I put? 10,000 or 20,000? I don't understand that problem. We're just getting used to the process, though. Yeah.
Do you have to check your work since we got ISIS 26? Can't you just know that the other one is 14?
Yeah, it's exactly how we got it. We just did 40 minus 26 to get the 14, exactly. How can you really check this, though? You could do 32 times 26 plus, where'd it go? 26 times 14, and see if it comes out to be 1196, yeah. That would be how you check this. I like it. All right. Holy shit. Okay.
No.
Let's see. Let's do, all right. I want to do a different type now. Yes, sorry. Which one? 332? No. Which one? Oh, I didn't have it in here. Man. What's that one say? Oh, okay. This one looks really cool. 332. Why doesn't this guy have it? That sucks. Let's see if I can find one like that. Here we go. Here it is. Perfect. All right. All right. Crazy old Henning is mixing raisins and nuts to make 10 pounds of trail mix.
That's not trail mix.
Raisins cost $2 a pound and nuts cost $6. So let me ask you this now. Everybody with me? Which one is cheaper? Which raisins are cheaper? So if I have a bag of nuts and I pour raisins in, what's happening to the price per pound of that?
It goes up.
Stop, think about it. Not the total price, the price per pound. So it's sort of like if I have, let me think what's the best thing to say. If I have chocolate milk, you with me?
Yeah.
And I pour more chocolate in, what's happening to the percentage of that that's chocolate? It's going up.
Yeah.
If I pour pure milk in, I'm diluting the chocolate milk. You guys kind of with me? A little bit. So if I add some salt water and I pour water in, I'm diluting. So it's got the same amount of salt, but less percent salt, because now it's got more just pure water. So if I got a bag of nuts, that's $6 a pound. How many pounds is this bag? Didn't tell you. It doesn't matter. Ha. If I start pouring raisins in, doesn't the weight increase?
Yes.
But what's going to happen to the price per pound because raisins are cheaper?
They go down.
The price per pound goes down.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. If I put equal amounts of raisins with nuts, exactly what would the price per pound be? Let's see if anybody can tell me. Raisins are $2 a pound. Nuts are $6 a pound. If I put the same amount of each in, the result should be how much per pound? Somebody said it. I don't know who did. 4.
4?
So let me help you out. You guys ready? What if I had a bag of nuts and I pour my nuts in? It's still going to be $6 a pound. They're all nuts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, like I have a bag of raisins. Pour more raisins in. It's going to stay 2. If I have a bag of raisins and start pouring nuts in, isn't it going to increase the price per pound? Right?
Right there.
Okay. And if I have nuts and I pour raisins, it's going to decrease the price per pound. So if I use the same amount raisins as nuts, they should sort of average each other out and become $4 a pound.
That's what I was going to say is an average.
Yes, I love it. Now watch. Let me see if I can push you a little further. None of what I'm saying, by the way, is necessary to be able to do this problem. But everything I'm saying makes this problem make more sense. And I know you guys think like this sometimes. Diluting something, putting more something in there. Holy shit, this thing is too spicy. Let me add some more. I mean, you dilute the spice by putting something that's not spicy. I mean, we do this. If I used equal raisins and nuts, it should be $4 a pound. He wants to make it how much a pound? $5.20. So which one will there be more of?
Nuts.
Raisins or nuts?
More nuts.
More nuts, because it's more expensive than it would have been if he would have used equal amounts. Okay. Again, none of that helped me get the answer. Right? Not directly. But all of it, if you start realizing you can look at it physically like this, you're like, okay, I can see how this is working and how to make that work physically. Now I can do the equation and have more of a connection to it. It's just trying to get me to, I already know the answer for nuts should be higher. Like we just said, the more expensive one because it's more expensive. Okay. So, let's attack this like always. What are our unknowns? What are our players? What about them?
Price per pound.
No, I know that. It's how many pounds, right? In fact, just look at the question. How many pounds? Okay, so number of pounds of raisins and nuts. Yeah. You can notice, do they tell me anything like there were 2 more pounds than 3 times the number of... No, right? But what do they tell me at the very beginning?
They tell you the price.
You doing all right?
I want to make 10 pounds.
You okay?
Total
Okay.
would be 10.
Yeah.
10, they tell me the total is 10. So again, whatever one is, the other one has to be 10 minus that. So which one do you want to call X? It doesn't matter. Raisins. So what about nuts? 10 minus X. I love it. Because again, this is a problem where they gave me a total. I should expect total minus variable to show up somewhere. Okay. So now let me see if you guys can catch on to this. I've been desperately trying to show you that equations have to make sense all the way throughout. Right? Number of dolphins plus number of dolphins equals number of dolphins. Price plus price equals price, right? And so forth. So for each pound of raisins, how much does it cost?
$2.
So it'll be 2x plus 6 times this. Do you see how it's price per pound times pounds? So it comes out to be price. Price per pound times pounds comes out to be price. If you just put here this, why are you so desperately wrong? Because what's 520 is a price per pound. I better do price per pound times pounds. Price per pound times pounds. Price per pound times how many pounds do I have at the end? 10. That is so easy to leave out, and I do not, well, of course I'm going to take points off it. It's easy to understand why you would leave that out, but if you just take a second and make sure that each piece of the equation is the same idea, that's a really good indication you're on the right track. So what do we get? We get 2x. Now it's the easy step, right? What's this? 52?
52, yeah.
Only move the decimal once, right? Just 110. And now it's, you've been doing this equation all day, just about. You gotta get some negatives, that's nifty. Negative 8. So we get, thankfully I get X is 2. Somebody gets here and they're like, the answer can't be negative. I'm like, of course not. The negative's gonna cancel. So you're all good. You can't have negative. I want negative pounds of raisin. What the hell is that? Little raisin black hole. You don't want to get that. So what does that mean? 2 pounds of raisins. And so I have 8 pounds of nuts. Okay. Which, does that go along with what we're saying? Yeah, we said there should be more of the expensive one to make it more than $4 a pound. So that makes sense. There's more of the expensive one.
That one was crazy.
Very crazy. Well, this is remarkably useful. I mean, if you're somebody trying to sell things and you're trying to make a profit, you want to kind of gauge where things are going to end up when you start mixing stuff. If you just guess, you could come out behind. That would suck. I'm sorry? Yes, of course. That's the next thing we're going to do. Let's see what time it is. 1:20. This is all 3-2. Wait, what section are you looking at? 3-3. Oh yeah, this is 3-3. Sorry. I got myself turned around. Do they have anything like that? All right. Well, here's that kind of problem right here that I was talking about earlier. Oh, okay, this one's a little bit better. This is less, she forgot how much money she put in, more, how much should she put in into each one. So this makes a little more sense. All right, we're gonna do this problem, and then we're gonna do like 2 geometry problems and call it a day, just to let you know that there is a end to this in sight, okay? Stacy has $20,000 and she wants you all to know it. She's gonna invest it in 2 different bank accounts. Now, real quick, what's a really smart thing to ask about? There's one account pays 3% and the other one pays 5%. So, what would you say? You would say, Stace, why don't you just put it on 5%? So maybe on the other side that it's more risky or something. You with me? So there's reasons why she might want to break it up. Is you guys with me? Otherwise, it's like, what the shit, Stace? Just put it on 5%. Good Lord. How much should she invest in each if she wants to earn 4.5? So let's talk about interest for a second. Do any of you guys, well, everybody write down your bank account number. No, do you guys have bank accounts, right? Do you guys have bank accounts that make interest? Right, I understand.
Savings account.
Because for a very long time, I was like, I don't have enough money to have a second thing that's got making interest. So, when you get to the point, or does anybody have a loan that they're paying back? So this is kind of like related to that. What percent interest? I'm not asking. You don't have to tell me. But what percent are you paying, and what does that mean, and how much total are you going to pay, and all that kind of shit. This is kind of related to this type of problem. So how do I figure out how much interest? In this case, I'm going to make. In that case, how much interest I'm going to have to pay, right? So I want to know how much interest I'm going to make. What do you call it? What's the word for the amount of money you put in? Anybody know? Principal. I like it. And I forgot if it's principal or I think it's principal instead of pal.